Good afternoon. How are the ideas of first racially integrated and intercultural church of the 1940s used to influence today's religious and race systems in the United States? Howard Thurman was the man that made it all happen. His willpower and belief in God led him to make history in our world. After growing up in a welcoming church home filled with many different races, I am now beginning to see what it was that Howard Thurman saw. He believed that just because you are of different race doesn't mean you shouldn't receive the same religious rights. His idea was that everyone should be entitled to learn about God and praise Him in the same place. Thurman's motive to have a racially integrated and intercultural church resulted from three major ideas. They are nonviolence, social change, and proving to the people that it could be done. Howard Thurman believed that nonviolence needed to be more visible to the people and practiced more worldwide. Howard took a trip to India to speak with Gandhi about nonviolence. Thurman gave many speeches about nonviolence to various groups of Asian students first, containing many Hindus, Muslims, and Buddhists while in India. He then discovered the African American struggle for equality and discussed it with Gandhi, and about how much he wished they were all so equal so that no one would fight. Thurman then brought back what he had learned to the United States in hopes that nonviolence would become better practice. In order for Thurman to get the word out, he had to make changes. Thurman left his job at Howard University and was offered a job of co-pastor at a church that was just opening. Howard Thurman wanted a social change in the world. He wanted the African Americans to be equal to the whites. Thurman believed that the African Americans should be able to do the same things the whites are able to do, and do them at the same place. So Thurman took the job of co-pastor at the Church for the Fellowship of All People in San Francisco, California. After developing a large church congregation and helping create the first racially integrated and intercultural churches, Thurman began writing books. His first books consisted of Black religious tradition as a resource for enduring and overcoming oppression. Later, he began writing his blend of Christian mysticism, social ethics, and nonviolence resistance. Howard's last idea to bring races together was showing and providing to the people that it could be done. Thurman was the head leader of many Christian missions and meetings involving many different races. He liked to lead missions in order to bring the races together and show that just because we don't all look alike doesn't mean we don't want or need the same things. Thurman also led the meetings to discuss what they as a group had accomplished together. Howard worked at the School of Religion at Howard University and at Boston University. At Howard University, he strived to help the children learn more about scholarship and religion. He also helped found the CORE, or the Congress of Racial Equality. The last place he accomplished and worked at and retired from was Boston University. There he was the dean of the March Chapel. This was the most important job to Truman and had the most impact on his life because he was the first African American to hold such a post at a predominantly white university. In many churches and schools today, we see the work that Howard Thurman has put forth. You see African Americans and whites walking down the halls together, rejoicing together, and loving one another. Howard Thurman believed that he could change the world, and he did. With a little hard work, willpower, and want, he made what we are and what we have today. He forever changed society. Howard is best described by this quote: "The irreducible essence, the cultivated will with spiritual discipline, would never perish. He sowed the seeds that bred generations of activists who tore down ancient walls of oppression. Howard Thurman was our gallant leader."